Hej och hjärtligt välkomna till Café MIF och det är avsnitt 3. Denna gång så har vi underrubriken Afternoon Tea och det ska ni strax få klart för er vad det innebär. I förra programmet då så hade vi ju våra lokala förmågor i Mallbacken på plats och den här gången så har vi gäster. Våra gäster är från Skottland och jag ska snart gå över till utrikiska. Det här blir säkert en prövning för oss alla. Men det är så att Sandra Andersson har lovat att ställa upp som översättare. Så att det bara ni ringer Sandra om det är någonting som inte ni förstår. Så att ni har klart för det där. We have new baked scones. We have muffins, chocolate muffins with strawberry. And also some sandwich. I hope you feel like home.
Very much, yeah.
Very welcome to Café MIF.
Thank you.
Eilish.
Hey.
Hey, hey. Zoe.
Hey, hey.
Hey, hey. Och Lee.
Hey, hey.
Was almost Swedish.
So close.
I heard very good news today. And I have to say congratulations to you too. You are selected in the national squad for the coming qualification games. Nice to hear.
Yeah, it's good.
What's your feeling?
Excited, I think. Looking forward to it. So, yeah, it's good.
Yeah, same as what Lee just said.
Great. You are going to play versus Iceland and Belarus.
Yeah.
What I could understand.
Yeah.
And the games are in the beginning of June.
Yeah, the 3rd and the
3rd and the
7th.
Yeah.
Of June.
So we'll fly back to Scotland, play in Scotland, then we'll travel to Belarus to play Belarus, and then back to Sweden.
Yeah. Have you been in that area before?
I've never been to Belarus, no.
I haven't either. Been to
So-
neighbouring countries, but never to
Yeah.
Belarus.
Have fun. It's a great trip.
Have you been there?
Yeah. Yeah.
It was a good trip.
Oh, that was quite possibly the worst trip I've ever been on.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Let's just say the food isn't the best you'll ever get over in Belarus. But other than that, fun.
That's great. Eilish,
Hey.
I would like to start with you.
Okay.
And I think it's regarding what's down there
This
at
little
the
thing.
floor.
Yes.
Everyone that you're talking to is asking when is Eilish playing again. When do you think you are able to play again? What's the status for you?
Well, hopefully playing sooner rather than later. Yeah, so obviously got surgery in December. Tried to come back, maybe too much too soon. Ended up setting myself back, then tried to come back again, set myself back again. So as of today, I got a cortisone injection. I go back next week and get another one, and hopefully that gets the pain away, because right now I'm back training, doing a little, but it's almost like my body's more getting used to the pain than it's actually subsiding. So yeah, hopefully this cortisone injection will work, and then I can get back training after. As soon as I'm back training, it's how quick can I get myself fit enough to be able to be a part of the team. So I'm putting question mark over 4 weeks. We'll see what happens. Just hope it's sooner.
We keep our fingers.
Yeah,
crossed.
or do you not do? You hold your thumbs.
Yeah, well, thumbs. That's right. It's more in that way in Sweden. Zoe, forward,
Yeah.
target player, mother club. If I pronounce it right, Sestria.
Yep.
And then you went to Durham.
Yep.
Women.
There.
Yeah. The Wildcats.
Yeah, that's what they're referred to.
Yeah. These clubs are not on the Scottish side, but it's very
No.
close to Scotland. But it's in the Newcastle and Sunderland area.
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
So yeah, I'm on the opposite border from Scotland. Boo, yes. Boo. Yeah, I was born in England, So some people will argue that I am English. But my parents, my sister, all my family are all Scottish. My dad's job meant that he moved down to England, and he got to pick anywhere between Berwick and Leeds, and he chose Durham. So when my sister was 2 weeks old, they moved down to Durham, and then 2 years later I was born. So yeah, I've grew up in the same place, in Durham, so near Newcastle, for my whole life, hence the English accent. And maybe it's when I'm with these two I get a bit of a Scottish twang. But yeah, I'm from England, but I'd say I'm Scottish. So
it's good training for you, so you can be able to speak with your friends in the national team now when you
yeah.
so you don't.
I don't have to repeat myself. No.
You have a quite nice record on the national team if you're looking from the younger days as well.
Yeah.
In the competition games, what I could find out, it's 24 caps, 24 matches, and you produced 17 goals.
Yeah.
That's quite good. And if you're looking on the all way in the youth, 37 matches and 30 goals.
Yeah.
Explanation.
Yeah. I think that's the right statistics wherever we're getting them from. But started playing when I was 13 with the 15s, and then progressed 15s, 17s up into 19s. So now I've took the step up into the A squad, and we'll hopefully see what happens there.
Why did you start with football?
I didn't originally start with football. I started with tennis and gymnastics, and then a flyer came through the door for a new team that were getting registered and starting to play. My mum said, "Oh, do you want to go and have a look, see if you like it?" So went along, and from there loved it. So it kind of got to a stage where I was playing tennis and football at weekends and trying to juggle everything else. And my mum said, "Oh, look, there's going to become a point where you're going to have to pick between the two or three sports." So I stuck with football, and I haven't looked back since. So yeah, really enjoyed it.
You haven't changed your mind?
No, I don't think I've got any other sports I could go back to now.
We had Jennifer last year, the goalkeeper.
Yeah,
she was very good in tennis, and
yeah,
one of the best ranked in Sweden, I think. So it's I think it's a great sport to
Yeah, I heard about that last year, but we never got a match.
She never showed it though.
Yeah, she always spoke
talk.
about it.
It was all talk.
Maybe I'll challenge her to a game sometime.
Maybe it was a joke. Or,
Never know we use sweets.
Lee,
Hey.
over to you. Goalkeeper.
Yep.
Your mother club, you played a lot on Petershill Park.
Yes.
That means you're playing in Glasgow.
Yep, that's correct.
Yeah. Played there for 5 years.
Yeah, 5 full seasons before I joined Mallbackens, so I was there for quite a lot of time, there for a lot of my kind of senior women's football. So had a lot of good memories at that club.
And this is the first professional session.
Yes.
For you.
Yeah, this is the first time I've been a paid professional, so it's exciting. I'm really looking forward to the season now. So we've obviously a few games in, but it's it's really exciting.
Why did you be a goalkeeper?
A lot of people have asked me this, and the thing is, it wasn't ever my choice. I used to play when I was maybe like 11, 12. I would always play when we played games, it was 30 minutes for the first half and then 30 for the second half. I would always play the first half in goals and the second half outfield as a midfielder. But I don't know, I just got put in goals, and then from there it just stuck, and I enjoyed it. But yeah, as soon as I got to maybe 14, 15, my playing days outside the goal were over. I knew I wasn't good enough. So I just stayed back the park. It was an easy decision for me, so just enjoyable.
Yeah, it's good experience though to be a modern goalkeeper in football when you're using your feet.
Yeah, I mean, I still enjoy to try and play outfield, but I'm just not good enough.
Morning trainings.
You call her Messi when she plays.
So yeah, I've found my position. It's back of the park, no further out than the 18-yard box.
Okay, you see the line.
Yes,
yeah.
That's my boundary. That's where I'm allowed to stay.
Yeah, that's right. Eilish,
Hello.
central defender.
No.
Not too much yet, but it will be this year.
Yes. Yeah, I've always been a defender all my life, which is very strange for kids because nobody likes to play defence when they're a kid. Yeah, so I played defence for my first club. I actually played left back, believe it or not.
Okay.
My left foot's still not that good. Then I moved to centre back, and yeah, I've been there ever since. I just like to tackle people.
So it was like that in Garden Boys as well?
Yes. Yeah, so that was, I played left back for them. I was with them for 6 years. So I started when I was 6, played until I was 12, and then there was a rule in Britain that girls can't play in boys' teams past the age of 12. So I had to move on, but from there I was always a defender. Also because at that point I was bigger than all the boys.
Oh, okay.
I was like, stick the big one in defence.
You were the boss.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. And before you came to Mallbackens, you were also playing in Glasgow.
Yes.
For
Yeah.
5-6 years.
Yeah, I moved there when I was about 14, maybe. Yeah, 14.
At that time,
Yeah, I was there for 6 years. It was my first senior club. I went in with a lot of senior international players, and it was a scary time. But yeah, like went in the same time as Lee. We first was in they made a reserve team, which had quite a lot of our youth national team players, and we did extremely well considering our average age was about 18, 19
about that, probably.
for a senior team. And yeah, then after that, a lot of us moved up to the first team and was there since until my move to Mallbackens.
Yeah. When we're talking about national team, you have done 20 caps in the A team.
Yes.
And you have more than 50 games in the youth national teams. So you are the most experienced, almost I think, in the club at the moment, even if these down under girls are a lot of caps.
Yeah, but then you add Frida into the mix. Mummy Frida, so she's got a lot of experience as well. It just depends how you take it. But yeah, I was in the national team from the age of 12, in the youths until 18, and then I moved straight into the senior team, given a bit of luck due to injuries to centre backs at the time. But yeah.
Any scoring?
Not in the senior team, no. Not trusted up there. But yeah, I got a few goals in the youth. Not as much as what I probably should have done, but yeah, scored a little. Centre backs don't go by goals; they go by stopping them.
Yeah, there's two different ends. There's two
I've only been sent off once.
Yeah. Why was it football for you then?
From the story I was told, because I was too young to know, my dad is very much a massive football fan, and he just decided he's got 3 girls and he really wanted something of boyish, so we'll get one of them into football, so he picked me. And one day, because Girvan's a small place, it's just about the same size as Suna, so he went to one of the guys he knew that ran the local boys team and just asked, do you mind if she comes along? And at that point, the youngest was actually 2 years above myself, so I've never actually played in my own age group. So when I was 6, I played at under 8s and stayed with the team till I had to leave. Basically, it was my dad's fault.
Okay, so it's I can understand that. Okay, has he been here?
Yes, he was here last year. They were going to come over this year, but injury, they decided. Can't see play, there's really no point. But yeah, they were here last year. Yeah, they just couldn't believe how expensive Sweden is.
Yeah.
But they liked it, they said it was really nice, and they met a few of the girls in the team and stuff, and yeah, liked everyone. Everyone's really welcoming. So.
But it's easier now to follow the Damallsvenskan because you can follow it by this Damallsvenskan.tv, even abroad.
Yeah.
Because some
really
of this you're not allowed to see abroad, but I think this one works.
Yeah, and especially on social media as well, how much that's grown over the last few years, that within a click of something, that's you can see all the games, you can see highlights. It's
Leagues.
the league is
Results.
Yeah.
it's
That's a
really
great
Unfortunately,
opportunity.
it's all in Swedish, so
Yeah.
then that's when you get the phone call. What does this say?
It's only to take some lessons.
Oh, yeah, we know that.
Ring Sandra.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Translator.
Yeah. So back to you. I have looked in the history books, and this is not many years back. But I would like to hear about the 23rd of September 2013, 2.5 years ago. If you remember that. It was, in my eyes, it was a little bit of a lot of people talking about to make a hat trick, and it's a real hat trick if you're scoring 3 goals in one half. But I saw something else. You scored 5 goals in the first half in a national match.
Yeah,
Do you remember it?
I think so. I think it was Macedonia.
Tell us more about it.
I think it would have to be the first phase of the European Championships. Must have been in Macedonia, and we played Georgia, maybe?
Yeah,
Is
that's
that
right.
Yeah. I don't know. 5 goals, I don't know why I was brought off.
Oh, damn it, 5 goals, your work's done.
Yeah, I saw that. You were not allowed to play in the second half.
No,
Georgia made
Do you
a deal.
remember that?
I don't know. Something must have been said at half time. I don't know. But I think that must have been the year that we qualified for the Euros Championship finals.
It must have been a very special feeling, I think,
Yeah,
at that
one
time,
that's kind
even
of,
if you forgot it.
yeah, one that's kind of slipped my mind.
So many goals.
I should really remember that one.
Yeah. Over to you again, Lee. You are not only in football, what I can understand, you're also studying a lot. And
Yes.
what I can find out, you have also a good master degree.
Yes, well, fingers crossed. I did my undergrad in sports science, and then I've just, at this moment, I'm finishing off my part-time masters on it was a research project on females, and kind of basically based on sports nutrition. So I go back in the break back home, and I'll have an exam to sit to, hopefully to say that I've passed and I'll have a master's degree. So yeah, it's a lot of studying now in the next couple of weeks to get ready for it, but hopefully in time I'll pass and have my degree.
You're getting more nervous for that than
Yes.
playing games?
Yes, it's taken a while to do. I've managed it over the last 3 years, my masters, so it's taken its time, but I'm feeling ready to now finish it.
That's great.
Yeah, and focus on football a lot more than my studies.
So we'll be even more zeros.
Fingers
Further
crossed.
on.
Yes, there should be.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's great. Another thing that is not many in Mallbackens, but I think Eilish also playing Champions League, and I know you played the quarterfinal versus PSG. A lot of people talking about Zlatan and so, but you played at the same ground.
Yes. Yeah, we
You
were.
haven't done that, but you brought the team to that game.
Yeah, and then I left.
Yeah.
Dramatic effect.
Yeah, that was our best season. We were kind of known as a team of like being able to come back. In the last 32 round, we were 2-0 down away from home, and we won our home leg 3-0 after extra time. And then for the last 16 draw, we were away in Switzerland, and we were 2-1 down, and we came back in the home leg and scored the last 2 goals in the last 5 minutes of the game to go through and win 4-2 on aggregate, which qualified us through into the last 8. I think it was the first time that a Scottish club had ever qualified through, so it was a really big achievement for not only our club but for the country as well. So it was a really good experience, and obviously to play at that ground as well, it was immaculate, the best pitch I've ever played on, so that was exciting, but just the result didn't go our way, unfortunately, but a good learning experience for us.
Must have been a good day.
Yeah, it was good. It
Football.
was good. Yeah,
Good game.
good day for football. Yeah, yeah. As I say, it was really exciting and great experience for myself. So yeah, it was really good. Hopefully something that I'll be able to do again in a few years.
Mallbackens.
I've got to push on.
Did you see the last game with Zlatan during the weekend?
Yes,
The
yeah.
celebrations, and
Yeah.
did you get any feelings that you have been there?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, it's nice to when you watch games and you can say, "Oh, I've played at that stadium," and it's an incredible stadium. And of course, obviously, with having Zlatan there and things like that, everything when you go there, a lot of the pictures and things like that, he is the icon there. So it was, when you watch back and things like that, you can obviously remember back to when we played on it as well. So it brings back good memories. Maybe not for the football of the result, but it does bring back good memories.
How is it to be a foreigner and play in Mallbackens?
It's great. I think if I speak on behalf of the other foreigners as well, we really enjoy it. Everybody is so welcoming since we've been here. I've been here now for 5 months, and everybody in the town, we all live in Suna, and everybody is so accommodating and really nice, and everyone always wants to help you out. So it's a really nice place and a real community feel about it, and everyone's always there to give a helping hand to you. So it's a great place.
That's great. Eilish, what's the difference between playing in Sweden and Scotland?
Well, for me, being a centre half, playing at Glasgow City, who won a lot, I've got a lot more to do on the pitch, put it that way. The physicality is definitely one thing. It's a lot faster. You need to be a lot more stronger, a lot more powerful to play in this league. Technically, I mean, you do it. Some players in Scotland are very technical and are very good players, but overall across the board in Sweden, from your Rosengård, your Linköpings to your last season Hammarby, Oiko, is like anyone can take points off each other, whereas that is not the case in Scotland, unfortunately, at the moment. So it just makes the league more exciting. Like who knew on Sunday when PTO came to town after being unfortunately beat 6-0 off of Rosengård, we turn it around and won 4-0. PTO who finished third last year, so anything can happen. Which the playing styles are that kind of accommodates that, because everybody needs to be strong and fast, and if you're fit enough and you're willing to put the work in, then anything can happen.
You have to put in work every game, and I think it's almost mainly the daily form. That's at least if you don't looking at Linköping and Rosengård, it's very even between all the other teams.
Right now there's 4 points between 4th and 10th place.
Yeah, it's
So
very. It will change a lot only in some points.
That's why. Like the fact is, even if you aren't playing well, working hard is one of the main things, because if you can get a point or even scrape a win if you're even not playing well, that 3 points can go a long way. Even if you take last year, staying up by a goal, like things
it's
like I know it's enough, but like it's about working hard. So yeah, it's so close in this league.
I think it can be a really exciting year. For all involved and spectators, and it's a good league.
It's a very
this year,
good
I think. So, if we may talking about difference between Scotland and Sweden, what your view of coaching ways? Is it any difference?
National level, we've got Swedish coaches, so
there's no difference there.
Some people would argue that, but club-wise, I think it's pretty much the same. I think obviously here it's a little bit harder. You're not speaking the same language, but like the girls have both said, everyone's really accommodating. So in sessions, it's never really been a problem, apart from when we play Englishman and it's either 1 touch or 2 touch or 3 touch.
Or rules.
That gets everyone in training. That's a big argument we have every session, no doubt. But other than that, everything else is fine. The girls are really nice, so everything's quickly translated, or at this stage now, I kind of get the gist of what's going on. So
Any new words in you have learned in
Keep them
Swedish?
clean.
Yeah. Not ones that I've heard recently from a new sound, but instinct's probably my favourite word.
Okay.
Do you
Yeah.
love instincts?
Purely because that comes from playing with Xbox with Yennefer, and that's the first word that she taught me was instinct, was a through ball. Instinct. I was like, what's an instinct? So yeah,
And
That's
maybe it
pretty-
will be an international word.
instinct, yeah.
It's like smörgåsbord. But probably in this dictionary for the
Okay,
next coach
maybe we can
level.
try and get it. Yeah.
Will be instinct. Even in
See if we can get a hashtag.
yeah.
Hashtag instinct.
Yeah.
Start this after.
Ellie, the last question I think we have for today. Your rivals. One is in Sweden, Vittsjö, Channelin, and the other one is captain now in your old team,
Yes.
Gemma Fay. What do you think about these two guys? Are you able to put them on, off the table or on the, so you're
I wouldn't call them rivals. 'Cause
Okay.
I think as goalkeepers, we always like to stick together. I think we are the old cliche of being a goalkeepers union. But it's true. It's a very specialised position. And I think you've got to work well with the other goalkeepers that are in your team and things like that. So we all got on really well. They're obviously a bit older than me, and they've had a lot of experience within the national team, and I'm relatively new kind of coming into it, certainly at the A squad level. But everyone wants to push each other. I think it's only good for the national squad to have 3 goalkeepers all pushing and trying to perform their best up for selection, so it can only be a good thing when it comes to coming down to kind of championship games for the Euro qualifiers and things, that we're all pushing each other, and it can only benefit the squad.
That sounds great. Thank you, girls, for coming to Café MIF today, and I wish you the best of luck
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
in the damallsvenskan, and also when you're going over to Scotland for this Iceland and Belarus. The next squad, we find another Mallbacken girl in the team.
Hopefully I'm not going to speak too much. Not about that.
Okay. Thank you very much anyway.
Ja, thank you.
Tack.
Tack ska ni ha för idag.
Tack så mycket. Lars?
Så ses vi om någon vecka igen.
Perfekt.
Hugg in.
Hej Victor!
Nu tar vi en bulle. Nu tar vi en bulle.
Nu ska du få